I think that some notable way of using data analytics for any type of business is usually twofold. First one is how do you grow your top line? So those are all the use cases that are linked to cross-selling, upselling, retaining your customer, being able to do some product recommendation. And the second part of leveraging data is related to everything linked to efficiency, operational efficiency, but also how do you better manage your risk? How do you better manage your compliance? So pretty much how do you use data in order to, predict and manage your risk and do all the anti-money laundering, know your customer type of activity that are needed in financial services. So all of those at the end of the day is here to improve the customer experience at the end of the day by making our services quicker and our product cheaper. And this is where data analytics can really bring a lot of value to the organization. I think that with COVID-19 and the disruption of travel and of the traditional way of working, I mean, private banking by definition has always been a very face-to-face type of relationship when it comes to wealth management. It has forced the overall industry to move online very rapidly. Customers have learned to trust digital channel, what they were not always doing previously. And management needed to have visibility on the business. Where are we on the business? And especially in such environment where the market are very volatile, you want to be able to have access to your data in a real-time way in order to be able to take the right decision based on data for your business. So this is where the transparency that is brought by data, the insight that are brought by analytics is actually crucial for any leader to be able to manage their business during this pandemic. So to build a data-driven organization, I always say that there are three needed pillars. First of all, you need to have the right tech stack, the data platform. You need to have a platform that enables self-service, that is based on modern and open source tool nowadays, and that is, user-friendly enough so anyone can actually be able to access the right data for them to make the right data-driven business decision, right? That's the first pillar. The second pillar is about the people. And when I talk about the people, I talk about increasing the overall data literacy of the organization, from the top management to the analysts to the general population in the organization. Data is an asset, and as such, everybody needs to be made accountable and aware that data quality, for example, the way that you input data into a system, needs to answer certain rules, certain formats, because if the data are not captured properly at source, then it's going to create impact on the downstream. It's going to affect the accuracy of your model. It's going to affect the quality of your report. So at the end of the day, everybody in the organization need to be made accountable for the data asset of the organization. And this go through upskilling journey. Everybody need to be made aware of how to use data, how to interpret data, how to ask the right analytical question. And it also goes about working with HR on what is the future of our organization when AI will be implemented, where some of the tasks will be automated. So the second pillar regarding people, data culture, data democratization is actually one of the most important pillars of any data strategy to become a data-driven organization. And the third one, which is the data governance, how do I protect my data? How do I ensure that all the data privacy regulations are met? How do I ensure on a governance standpoint that end-to-end I'm able to capture the right data and ensure data integrity and quality throughout the organization, so the model are not skewed, the results are not skewed, and everybody can have trust in the data. And one of the growing topic as well below data governance, I would say, are all the questions regarding ethics in AI. How do I ensure that the model that I'm developing and I'm deploying within my organization do follow a certain framework, are not biased, and how do I ensure on the long run that I'm able to maintain their accuracy and their ethic values.